one thing that I wanted to talk about, because I get a lot of questions about it, is inflammatory foods. So a couple people have messaged me on Instagram asking for help on their diet and with their nutrition and sometimes with their workouts. And one of the main things that I really want people to understand is, what is an inflammatory food? What does it do, and why should I avoid it? So I just wanted to do a quick video. If you don't care about it, skip to the next one. But this is going to be a little bit more educational and just talking about why you should avoid them. So to start, an inflammatory food is something that inhibits muscle growth and muscle recovery. It's going to affect your performance in your workouts. They are hard to digest. It's difficult for your body to process and basically just break it down in the proper way. That being said, a lot of people think certain healthy foods are healthy when they are a healthier option than, say, pizza or ice cream, but they are inflammatory, meaning your body can't digest it. It's affecting your sleep, your performance, your muscle recovery, etc. So I want to start with those quote unquote healthy foods that a lot of people kind of gravitate towards when they're trying to eat healthy. Brown rice, oatmeal, quinoa. So those three, people are like, oh, it's some craze, they're super healthy, you gotta eat it. Brown rice over white rice, wheat bread over white bread, wheat pasta over white pasta. No. If you're going to be eating grains such as bread or rice, peanut, you need to opt for the white option, because wheat is an inflammatory. Wheat is gonna make you feel bloated. It's going to affect your sleep, your recovery, everything that I just talked about. So if you're eating wheat bread over white bread, first of all, bread in general is not a nutrient-dense food. It's not doing you any favors. But if you're going to be eating bread, you might as well make it white. Make it less inflammatory than it needs to be. Also, white bread tastes better. I don't know about you, but wheat bread is just not tasty. White bread is. Same thing with pasta. A lot of people opt for the wheat option because they feel it's healthier, but it's actually harder to digest than white pasta. That being said, bread and pasta should not be in your diet for the majority of the time anyway, because they don't serve your body well. With rice, I eat jasmine rice every day, most days, if not every day, because, oh, I just realized there's a glare from my glasses. Oh man. Okay. I eat jasmine rice every day because it is much easier to digest for your body than brown rice. And the reason I choose jasmine, any white rice really is fine, basmati, just plain white rice, whatever, but jasmine has such a rich flavor, it almost tastes kind of buttery. So that's why I eat it personally, but basmati, white rice, whatever, great. One thing that some people will struggle with rice is they do notice that it makes them feel bloated or they're not digesting it very well. What you can do is add some beef stock to your rice. So cook the rice and just pour a little bit of beef stock on it. Beef stock is made of sodium and protein. There's really nothing else in it. And it's literally broth from bones of beef. And that will help it kind of pre-digest the rice, as weird as that sounds, before you eat it. So it's making it a little bit easier in your body to process that. So opt for white over wheat. If you're eating rice, white rice. If you find you still feel kind of bloated, add some beef stock. So that's one great alternative for your carbs in the day. Also, sweet potatoes are great. Nothing wrong with a sweet potato. Eat some of those. Other inflammatory foods. So oatmeal. Oats in general are inflammatory, so avoid them when you can. I know it sucks. A lot of fitness people love oatmeal. And some people may not even notice that they're feeling bloated or their performance is not as good as it could be. But I dare you to cut out oats for a week and all the other inflammatories and just see how you're feeling, because you're gonna feel so much better. It's crazy. Like, my stomach used to always kind of be upset, and I was like, oh, I'm just a little bit lactose intolerant, or I didn't eat enough fiber, or what. Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother topic. Stop worrying about fiber. If you eat berries, you're fine. But I didn't realize that that wasn't normal. I thought, oh, everybody has like cramps all the time or their stomach always hurts or whatever it is. That's not normal. Since I've cut out inflammatories, my stomach never hurts. Ever, never, never, never. It's like I feel amazing all the time. And it's so weird because I didn't know that I wasn't feeling the way I should until I started feeling the way I should. And the difference in my workouts is insane. So before prep, I cut out a good majority of inflammatory foods, but you know, every now and then I'd want a donut. And my workout the next day sucked. I mean, I would eat 2 donuts, the next day try to work out, and I couldn't even shoulder press 30s when I know I can do 40s. I couldn't even pick them up. And I was getting so mad. I asked my coach, I was like, what happened? I did not lose that much strength in a day. And he said, you'd be surprised how much inflammatory foods affect everything. Endurance, performance, workout recovery, and it just blew my mind. So this is kind of base level on inflammatories, what they are, a couple examples of what they are. Let me give you some examples of what is not inflammatory. So if you watch my videos and you see my full day of eating, the only inflammatory thing that I still eat is protein powder. So I have half a serving of protein powder. Whey is inflammatory. I have half a serving of protein powder in my cream of rice in the morning. I cleared it with my coach. He said, for now it's fine. We are going to cut it out. But I had just bought a ton of PE Science protein, so I'm just kind of, you know, getting rid of that. And for the most part, half a serving of whey protein, I don't feel it and I don't think it's affecting me, but we'll see once I cut it out. That's the only thing I eat that's inflammatory. So if you watch my days of eating, you can kind of pick and choose what you would like to eat from that. So my breakfast is always cream of rice with protein powder and berries, eggs, and goat cheese. So dairy, let's go ahead and cut that out. Goat cheese, the reason I eat that is because it's actually not dairy. The cheese that comes and the milk and cheese that comes from goats, it's a whole thing that I don't understand. But it's not considered dairy. It breaks down in your body differently than dairy does. That's why I have goat cheese. Meal 2 is either jasmine rice or sweet potato, maybe some almonds, maybe some almond butter, but not anymore. And then I have some form of red meat, which is a whole other topic. Start eating your red meat. It has way more nutrients than any other meat. It has pretty much everything you need to live. So stop eating chicken and turkey. They don't give you anything but empty protein. Beef gives you nutrients. I have bison, ground beef sirloin, salmon, or mahi-mahi. And I think that's it for my meats, my proteins. And then meal 3 is the same thing. So I'll have maybe a little bit of almonds. My carb is either jasmine rice or sweet potato. And my protein is either fish, a salmon, or mahi-mahi. Or you could have tuna. I don't love tuna. Or red meat. So steak is great. Start eating some steak. Peanut, you're crashing my inflammatory video. Okay. That is the absolute, maybe not the basics, medium level of inflammatory foods. And just to kind of give you guys some insight as to why I'm eating what I'm eating and why I eat the way I eat. And for the people who have asked for my help on diet and nutrition and please help me, I can't lose weight, whatever it is, try just changing a couple things in your diet here and there. Cut out some inflammatory foods, see how you feel, and see what happens to your weight and your muscle and your workouts. One more thing before I wrap it up. Someone asked me, how do I recover from eating a piece of pizza for lunch? Basically, realistically, this person is not going to be cutting out pizza. And you know what? If that works for you, great. Have a slice of pizza every now and then. You're not going to die. So basically her question was, if I eat a piece of pizza, how do I bounce back from that? And the simple answer is track all your macros, track your calories, and see what you have left in the day after you eat that pizza. One of 2 things is going to happen. You're just going to fill the rest of the day with little things here and there to hit those macros, or you're going to realize pizza takes more than half my calories for the day and it doesn't fill me up. And I feel awful. One or the other. So you can recover from eating a piece of pizza. You can recover from eating ice cream. The other thing you can do is track your macros every day. And if you're feeling really good, you know, you're losing a little bit of weight and everything's going smoothly, a piece of pizza is not gonna make or break your weight loss. If you're doing it once in a while, meaning once or twice a month, okay? I don't really believe in cheat meals every week. I don't think it's a good habit to set up for yourself to expect this treat once a week. But figure out what works for you. See if I really need a sweet, I need a donut once a week, or I'm gonna go crazy or binge or whatever it is. Fine, figure out what works for you, but the majority of your diet should be healthy, it should be non-inflammatory, and it should work for you. It should work for your lifestyle and your workouts and whatever else. I just realized the sun went down, all my lighting's gone, and I'm gonna wrap up this inflammatory foods video.